Hello, I'm here. I'm kind of in the dark. I'm not gonna put the camera on because ugly face and the bugs will probably attack me. But I'm burning off a little bit of land. I burned off a couple of sections earlier today with the kids. They did really well. They played on the four-wheeler and played with the little toys they had. But they listened to all the commands. The oldest one, she wants to carry the diesel can around. There wasn't much diesel left in there, but I was like, don't tell Granddad that. He might not like it. Cherry cigar tonight. I didn't know what I was gonna come out here and do. And I said, well, I'll take this cherry cigar with me just in case I do anything. I said, well, I'm going to light all this shit off. I raked it with the tractor today, made some burn breaks. There's a section right on this side where the lights are. A little section, not probably a 20 by 20. It's pretty thick though, of a couple of azalea bushes that just going to be burned out. So I'm going to light that shit in a second after this video. But that's what I did today. I went out there in the cornfield also and got some a bag of corn for free. So I didn't spend too long out there. Couldn't find much, but I found a bag full. There's a lot of work to pick it up and husk it and put it all in the bags and do all that efficiently and timely. Because I wanted to do other things like this. The wind was pretty bad today, but it finally died down when I was out there in the field. So I started getting happy. I'm like, I need to burn a couple things off. I actually burned last night a few sections, and me and the kids and my wife was out there, and my neighbor, he owns the farm and drives down the lane. He lives right next to me, and he went and got some diesel and burned the pile that he had. And I was like, well, if two of the biggest pyromaniacs lit fires the same time, the same day, then it's officially fire season. So we're going to burn the ditch off together where the property line is, burn all that off, and that's going to be a big fucking fire. So luckily he's forestry, so we can do it. There is one dead tree in there that might need to be cut down before I looked at it today. It's a pine tree, but it's huge as hell, and that thing's gonna burn like a bitch. So I don't know if we're just gonna let it burn the way it is, or we're gonna cut it down and push it down with a backhoe or something. So I have to go look at it again and see what I need to do. Anyway, point of this video is I think people really believe we are stupid. I think that, you go outside of America, which I only been to Canada a few times when I was a little kid, so don't count, but they actually believe you're stupid. They, like, Australia believes they are superior. France, England, all of them, Sweden, Italy, all these fucking places you want to name, they really believe they are the top dog. Because, oh, we don't have gun problems. Oh, we don't have guns, blah, blah. Yeah, but you're controlled by the government so much, and you don't even fucking see it. I was talking to this person for 3 days, back and forth. We was having a good conversation, and I said something that kind of ticked her off, apparently. I said, un-American, that New Jersey and New York, where she was coming to visit around December, where she's originally from Australia and lives in Sweden, and, of course, was trying to compare shit to America. I'm like, nope, don't work, nope. Not the same thing. America's way different. Went through all the bullshit, right? And I said, well, those two states are fine for you. They're un-American, so you probably like them. And she replied back, well, why would you say they're un-American? I said, well, they don't support the Constitution. And of course she said, well, it's outdated and they're trying to fix it. I'm like, wait a minute. You've probably never been to a fucking America before. You're not American. You can't talk like that. But of course I went down the rabbit hole and tried to educate her. And did I educate her? No. She said, well, we just have different beliefs. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot, politely, and you don't know what you're talking about. Because it amazes me that we was never taught it in school, that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, they was made for a reason. I'm going to kind of butcher a couple things up, and people can quote me a little bit better, but the Constitution, they was making the Constitution, and people said that was a part of making the Constitution that it might give the government too much power. So they made the Bill of Rights. And they said this is not all the rights people have, but this is the main 10. This is the big 10. The big important 10 ones that we can do. Right? And I think originally it was like 14 or 15 of them. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. But yeah, and it's like it's restriction on government. If it wasn't a restriction on government, think about this. There's a helicopter coming. It's the hospital or it's the military, one or the other. The hospital roams around here all the fucking time because hospital that way, big hospital other way. So they run through here all the time. Sounds like a hospital plane. More likely, yeah, some light on it. Anyway, that we was never taught in school what the Constitution was. And I tell people all the time on the comment section, also in person that I've talked to before that don't understand anything. If the Constitution is for us to follow, does that make any sense? Because politicians, governor, senator, the sheriff, whatever you want to say, what do they do when they get elected? They swear to uphold the Constitution. Chicken's screaming. I have to go check that in a second. You have to uphold the Constitution. That's their job. And if they don't uphold the Constitution, then you get supposed to get kicked out of office. Of course, that doesn't happen anymore. Because why would it happen? Why would anyone freaking care for it to happen and actually do our job? Because our job, the people, we the people, is to control them, to tell them what to do, make sure they follow the fucking rules and the regs, rules and regulations for them to follow. And of course, we don't do that anymore because if we did, we'd be charged with kidnapping and shit. But what else did I say to her that it was on the tip of my tongue just now? I forget. Damn it. It was a good point. She said something and I taught her a lesson. But if you say, oh, this is it. That's it. Endowed by your creator. Endowed by your creator. So I went over that. And she didn't believe in that. I don't know if she was atheist or don't believe in God or whatever. Whatever religion you want to believe in, whatever. I don't care. But she said, my parents are my creator. That's all that matters to me. I'm like, so you're telling me that you, one, don't believe in a creator. Okay, fine. I don't care. Do what you want. Believe what you want. But two, you're telling me that you have no rights. You literally said that. And she said she feels safe where she is. And she's scared of all the kids in America being, unsafe. And I'm like, well, safety doesn't matter. Because you can feel safe all you fucking want and you're not safe. That's the truth. The FBI says there's 15 to 20 serial killers active on a regular basis in America. There's fucking crazy people. If you want safety, just hide under your bed. That's going to be the best option for you. And I've told people this before. Why would you carry a gun, right? I'd rather be prepared and never have to use it than scared and running for my life or fighting, to the death, not equal to the person that's doing the attacking, and wishing I had it. And for some reason, that just goes above their thing. I had people say before, well, Zane, you trained in martial arts all your life. You're a 4th degree black belt. Like, you're really good in martial arts. You're one of the top ones out of my association, degree wise, not skill wise. I'm stupid, but degree wise. And I was really young getting the 3rd degree that I got, and I accomplished a lot of things. And I'm like, yeah, I have those skills. It's just like if you have pepper spray, you have those tools on you. But in today's society, a big huge chance is that the bad guy's gonna have a fucking gun. The felon that you fear the most has a gun already. Fuck, illegal immigrants gets guns. But if you do it legally in certain states or certain countries, well, any place, you're deemed a bad person for wanting a gun. It's really fucked up. I've said endowed by natural rights and birthrights, and people laugh like, God, go like anti-God, and I said, well, there's a reason why it says endowed by your creator. If you believe in something else, that's fine. And I said they did that for a really good reason. Now you can jump back and read all the old documents that you want to read, or you can just think, well, who did they fight? They fought the British. Where did most of these people come from? Over there in Britain and France and, all the white-speaking places that was around at the time. And some of them had different religion. Christianity was, of course, the big one, but some of them had other religions. And then you had people that married into the Native American tribes and might have believed a little bit differently. And they did that for a real reason, a really big reason, so no one can misinterpret what they meant. You are free to do what you want, as long as you don't hurt anyone. That's it. And for some reason, we have completely lost that, because people will get wrapped in to, well, God's not real, the Constitution's out of date. You don't need a AR-15 because it's too powerful. And you bring up the truth, and they get so mad at you. Oh no, it can't be. You can't tell the truth. And I told people on the comment sections and also some people in person, I never met a Republican or conservative or any type of person that leans right. I never met anyone, honestly, personally. I met people in comment sections that are definitely questionable, that ever wanted a mass shooting. No one wants that. It happens, and the question is, why does it happen? I'm great Australia hasn't had one in a long, long time. That's good. But California is bigger than Australia. Australia is 99% probably white people. They have a different culture. They have a whole different mindset of everything over there. Everything's different over there. You can't compare one state or all the states, because we have over 300 million people. You have less than 25 million people. There's a big fucking difference. And then you have to take the inner cities into context, and that's, people talk about gun violence and stuff and bring up mass shootings. I'm like, well, most people die by handguns. They die by handguns in inner cities. It's a black on black crime. It's been proven forever that this is how it happens. And the truth is always there. I've said this a long time ago in a video. And I told my mom this one time when we was debating about politics. My mom's got heavy in politics since COVID, but she never cared about politics, and I started getting into it 2018, 2019, really heavy into the Constitution and reading about it, studying it, understanding it, and we would get in debates about certain things. And I said, I'd rather be wrong and learn the truth. That's why I debate. So if I'm wrong and I learn the factual evidence, the factual truth, I'm okay with that. But you have to be okay with it too. If for some reason you get so mad when someone else is right, you're the problem. And I don't care what it's about, politically or non-politically. I don't care what it's about. If someone tells you that is truth, and you find out he's true, you should put that in your head. Like, okay, he's true. Like that's right. That's correct. He was right. But people get so offended. And what I've done over the past years and years and years of trolling people is I found out that you have anti-gun groups, like Every Time for Gun Safety, is especially Moms Demand Action, that lie on their pages. I've had debates with people, and I click their website that they give me, and it's be some type of anti-gun website, and literally the first paragraph was 100% false. 100% false. And someone replied to me, well, you didn't read the whole thing. I said, why would I take the time to read the whole thing, the 10 paragraphs that you told me to read on this website that's anti-gun, first of all, when the first paragraph is 100% wrong, and I just quoted and fixed it for you. Again, I don't mind being wrong, but I want to know what's right. If I'm wrong about something, tell me I'm wrong. Don't say, well, you're wrong about that, and never give me the answer. That's like if you're learning how to drive and someone tells you you did it wrong. If you're trying to parallel park for the first time and they tell you you did it wrong and they didn't teach you, or they tell you how to back up a trailer and didn't teach you, and well, you did it wrong, you suck at doing it, well, teach me how to fucking do it. And next time I'll be better, and next time I'll be better. It's the same thing with politics, it's the same thing with anything. But bottom line of this video, you can't see my face at all now, the fire kind of died out. I got one little flame there burning on a stick. I'm gonna light this other section. Is that nothing is outdated. I think that it's more prevalent now than ever. I think that it's very important for people to understand why we have the Constitution. Because if you think about it for a minute, think about going 50, 60 years ago, and we enforced the Constitution every single day from, let's say, 1950 to right now, how much things would change? Everything would change. Everything would be different. This country would be way freer, 100% free, and also way safer. Because the wall would be built a long time ago. Because that's the federal government's job, is to protect the border. Not come and take our guns, not tax us to death. Their job is to protect the border and fight enemies coming in here, i.e. the illegal immigrants. China, North Korea, Japan, whatever country they hate today, right? Anyway, long video. I'm sorry for the long video. But I know that I'm not smart compared to a lot of people. But if I can see the truth, I would hope other people would see the truth. But apparently they don't want to. They want to be slaves. And a lot of Republicans also want to be slaves. Because everyone is okay with common sense gun control. But anyway, this is my opinion. See you guys.